To crunch the dry grass as little as possible so as not to give away my position. I reach the backyard now, where I haven't been in weeks. No sign of anyone, not near the house at least. But then my flashlight glints suddenly off something metal and blue leaning against the back porch. It's Alex's dirt bike, untouched in 10 weeks. A lump forms in my throat. The pain is still so fresh. But I quickly push it out of my mind when I hear another clank echo from farther out on the property. I start following the dirt path that winds along the fields toward our old barn. Crickets bombard my ears, mosquitoes gnaw at my face. But I keep going, rifle aimed and ready, even when I reach the old tire swing hanging from that giant oak tree, the site of that framed picture of Alex I love so much. My eyes burn. But I hear yet another clank, even louder now. I'm getting close, but to what? Finally, I see something strange. Light. Coming from inside our ancient woodshed, peeking through the cracks. The shed is rotting and practically falling apart. Plus, it doesn't have a power line running to it. So where's the light coming from? I carefully approach. The door is open just a crack. I hear the hum of a diesel generator powering what I think is a set of work lamps. I can barely make out a male figure, backlit, hunched over what looks like a bumper. I'm so confused. A strange car? A generator? What the hell is it? I ready my rifle when I accidentally bump the door with the muzzle. The figure spins around. I get ready to shoot. It's my brother. Stevie, I say, throwing open the door just as surprised as he is. Jesus, Molly, I almost jumped out of my skin. I enter the shed and look around. Up on cinder blocks is what appears to be a 1990s model Ford Taurus, silvery blue, badly rusted. Its hood is open, its engine in a state of chaos, tubes and wires lying everywhere. What the hell is all this? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Stevie glances down at his watch. 1:15, he says, a little sheepishly. Has it only been a few minutes since I crept out of bed? It feels like closer to an hour. Stevie looks away and starts wiping grease off his hands with an old rag. He seems embarrassed, like a little boy caught sneaking candy before dinner. I don't understand, Stevie. Whose car is this? Where did it come from? What were you... I trail off when I start to piece it together. Alex's 16th birthday was just a few months away. He'd be getting his driver's license, and metallic blue was his favorite color. That lump in my throat comes back with a vengeance. Buddy of mine from the refinery had it sitting on his front lawn, Stevie explains. A few months ago, I gave him $100 for it. When Alex was at school one day and you were off at the market or somewhere, I had it towed. Then me and Hank pushed it into the shed. I've been working on it here and there since. Stevie pauses, then somberly runs his hand along the rusty blue siding, like a horseman saying goodbye to a beloved steed that has to be put down. I was gonna surprise him, surprise both of y'all. But tonight, after we talked, I couldn't sleep either. Figured I should finally start stripping it for parts. I know my brother isn't much of a hugger, but I can't help myself. I wrap my arms around his giant frame and hang on as tight as I can. He embraces me back. He would have loved it so much, I say. We pull apart a little awkwardly. Stevie looks at his watch. I should probably get some shut-eye. I can finish this up over the weekend. But as he starts putting away his tools, I look over the car and get an idea. Not so fast, I say. You really think you can get her running again? Stevie nods. 'Cause you heard my plan, I continue. First thing we're gonna need is a getaway car. 4 minutes, 25 seconds. I'd never aimed a gun at another person before. This ain't a toy, Molly, my father told me the very first time he taught me to shoot, passing his old Smith & Wesson Model 10 from his rough giant hands into my soft tiny ones. Unless your life's in danger, don't never point it at nobody. Hear me? Else I'll slap you so hard your pretty eyes will pop right out of your...